And with the long season ahead, for the best teams, Chris, you get the feeling they wish the playoffs could start tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, didn't we see that with Golden State last year? It looked like they were a little bored during the season.
Right.
But what happens during the playoff season? That's why we call it two different seasons. But once you reach that elite level, Kevin, everything you do is geared toward winning a championship. Everything you do. And so that's why it's so fun watching the best of the best.
And Golden State showed that, of course, last year.
Go.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Houston, the engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. Ennis out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Capella in at the center position.
I mean, that's just the powerful build of James. Obviously helps him on the glass. Creating that second chance opportunity, incredible.
Capella with a screen on Rondo. Harden kicks to Ennis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Ingram. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Not settling. Ingram uses his size and athleticism getting to the paint.
Paul against Rondo. Capella with a screen on Rondo. Here's Paul. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Rondo. Ingram's got his second bucket tonight.
A nice start for them offensively. 3 of 4 to kick things off.
Screen by Capella. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Capella sets a screen for Ennis. 6 on the shot clock. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2 for Los Angeles. They've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Now, here is Harden. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And also 3 steals. So he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
And no one can really compete defensively with LeBron's athleticism. I mean, his strength, just too much to match up with.
Ball against Rondo. Capella with a screen on Rondo. Poked away. It's stolen by Rondo. Ingram outside to the inside. And the dunk by LeBron.
You love seeing James soar like an eagle. He's exceptional at rising up quickly for the alley-oop.
And that Unleashed Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Harden the pass to Paul. Poked loose, stolen by McGee. And again, it's LeBron James. LeBron's got 8 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Houston calls their first timeout of the game.
Well, a high-octane offense in Houston, that's been a staple for any of Mike D'Antoni's teams. The Rockets, they do it a little different. ISO ball, half court, threes, get out and run. They get buckets.
Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. LeBron James second. James Harden third.
And really two terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
Paul with the three, knocks down the three ball. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
Look, even when you pressure Paul, he stays calm. That's scary.
Harden against Caldwell Pope. There's the pick. Back to Rondo. It's deflected. Caldwell Pope against Harden. Pass to Capella. Back to Harden. To the left wing. Capella with a screen on James. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
And after the Lakers landed LeBron, the talk was about if they would add Kawhi Leonard as well. Ultimately, it didn't happen. Lakers want to keep their young guns in the end. And LeBron has said he felt that the team was ready without Kawhi and came to the Lakers because of that youthful core they had in place.
That's good from Tucker. And the Rockets with a big summer and back with a vengeance in pursuit of an elusive title.
Don't count them out. If they can control Chris Paul's minutes, try to keep him healthy for the playoffs, if they're 100%, they can beat anyone.
Both free throws good from Tucker. Lakers leading by 5. On the wing, James, guarded by Tucker. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
A moment now to see the numbers for Capella. Coming off a terrific season. First in shooting percentage, second in blocks, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You could count on one hand the number of bad shots he took.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Paul against Rondo. Puts it up from 15. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 7 points in the game. Knocked away. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Shot from the inbound. And it's Ingram missing. Rockets trail by 6. Now Ennis. 8 points his last outing. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. This is his first chance at the line tonight. First free throw is good.
Oh, man, I just love the talent and attitude of the young core of the Lakers. I mean, think about Ball, Ingram, and Kuzma. They all play with passion. This team has a bright future as the group grows together.
And Ennis drops them both. And the Lakers youth movement, they were the second youngest team in the league last season.
Well, the Lakers front office has done a good job of making the most out of their draft picks. I mean, when you get steals like Kuzma and Hart late in the draft, you add so much depth to a team. Very excited to see how Ball, Ingram, Kuzma develop with this franchise.
And it's Ingram missing.
Even that close to the bucket, that's a very tough finish in that kind of traffic.
Kicks it out to Paul. Screen by Capella. From deep, Harden. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. LeBron with it and guarded by Capella. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. So it's the Lakers now. They lead by 4. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, their last outing was a rough one. Have to be careful of falling in love with that three.
Yeah, it looks good when it's going in, but they definitely force some. Overall, pretty inaccurate from out there. Oh, the floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
To the middle. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
They set the pick. Screen by Capella. Capella sets a screen for Harden. Up top, Capella. Capella with a screen on McGee. Here's Ennis. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And taken away by Paul. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's the second foul, and now they might really go at him. I mean, try to get a third foul and force him to sit on the bench.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. And a switch here also for Houston. Anthony's checked in. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Well, Chris, Clint Capella had a schedule in his development. You know, credit his tremendous work ethic. You see it, Chris, in his passing, his finishing, and certainly at the free throw line.
No, his second season, I mean, he shot below 38% at the line. I mean, among players with 150 or more attempts, that was the 5th worst percentage in NBA history. But he's made tremendous strides there, and that's freed him to be more aggressive offensively. Not worried about getting fouled.
That's good from Capella.
The 6'10" center from Switzerland. I mean, Capella, he's become a nightly double-double threat. He's a strong big man.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And a change for the Rockets. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And so he hits both.
Well, at the start of the summer, many expected a busy market for Capella in free agency. Eventually, though, signing a 4-year deal to remain with the Rockets. I feel like it's a great deal for Houston as Capella gives them the perfect inside presence to complement Harden and Paul.
A work in progress, but the ball needs to keep developing his three-pointer in order to open things up a little.
Gordon against Kuzma. Outside Gordon. Shot off the screen. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Working well off the screen. Give Gordon any separation. He's going to torch you.
Ball kicks to LeBron. Five on the clock. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Now that's a great move to get to the hoop. Awesome finger roll finish.
Paul outside. Shoots from the elbow. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Something affected him on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Lakers. And Stevenson comes in for James. And it's Josh Hart in for Caldwell Pope. The Rockets also changing it up. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And it's Gerald Green in for James Harden. Here's Hart. 20 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game. Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
Now here's Green. Pulls up on the wing. It's good. Green's got his first 2 points.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
From outside the arc, Ball with the bucket. And the Lakers lead by 6.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Gordon with a screen on Ball. Beasley with the steal. Pass to Ball. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
This is the mindset Ball has. If you're not going to guard him closely, he'll torch you off the pass.
Rockets trail by 8. Green, the pass to Carmelo. Took him no time at all on that one.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, both teams have come out with solid offensive strategies. And then, of course, guys are finishing.
Here's Hart. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Kuzma with a screen on Paul. Lock at 6. Beasley the screen. Here's Ball. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Ball's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Outside, Green. Gordon a screen. And Paul launches it from deep. Off target from outside. Lakers leading by 8. Kuzma inside. Covered by Anthony. Kuzma kicks to Ball. It's stolen by Anthony. And it's Houston on the break. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. As many expected him to, Carmelo Anthony choosing to opt into his contract, but his stay in Oklahoma City still came to an end.
You know, it was pretty clear that Melo and the team just didn't mesh. OKC made the choice to let him go and save on the luxury tax. Melo might not be worth max money anymore, but he could still be a factor with this team.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Anthony. We know the guys who can fill it up are in high demand. A lot of guys, Chris, in this game with instant offense.
Oh, I mean, yeah, think about Eric Gordon, 6th man of the year, but can let it fly at any time. Of course, Steph Curry, the great Steph Curry.
Lou Williams, right?
Yeah, Lou Williams. I got to go to my man, Jamal Crawford. You know, he's getting up there. The Benjamin Button is still Jay crossover, and he's letting it fly. And these are all guys I give it to him and say, I don't care how, just go get me a bucket.
And here is Anthony. Michael Beasley getting it to go from deep. Lobbed up there for Green. And stolen by Gordon. Tipped away. Takes a shot at the elbow. That's tipped. Hart kicks to Kuzma. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one's on Anthony.
Can't shake Kuzma. Even when you try to get physical with him, he maintains his focus. You rarely see a player enter the NBA as polished as Kyle Kuzma did. I mean, he goes beyond the numbers. He simply looked like a 5-year vet from the get-go. He has the makings to be a pretty good player with the start he had.
Houston making a switch here. Chris has checked in.
What's up?
And Chris, for Kuzma, he has said he is striving to be one of the greats.
Well, Kuzma is a very versatile scorer and plays like a star already. Now, look, he's great with his jump hook or in any ISO situation. He's already exceeded the expectations, but hopes to do even more in the near future. But I would caution you, Your sophomore year, everyone has scouted you and they know your game. Just be ready.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Beasley, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Los Angeles shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops in for Beasley.
You got to give the Rockets credit. I mean, other teams may have looked at the Warriors and threw up their hands, but not the Rockets. Houston tried to put pieces around Harden to contend for a title.
And Beasley drops both of them. Rockets trailed by 11. Paul passes to Gordon. Outside Anthony. Shoots over Kuzma. And he hits the jump shot. Anthony's got 6.
And Anthony, really one of the most confident jump shooters, an elite level scorer who gets plenty of opportunities.
Now here's Ball. He's got 10. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And taken away by Paul to the inside. And Green slams it in.
Yeah, and if you're playing in line Chris Paul, you better have your hands ready. If you're open, he'll find you, or you're going to get hit in the head.
Beasley outside. Over. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Yeah, clock running out. They stay poised and get the shot off just in time.
Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the game for sure, talks about his knack for making.
The steals thing is just something that I've always had a knack for doing, and just I think it's because I watch so much basketball.
Well, you hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits, what they like to do, gives him a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you allow them to speed up the tempo, there's a good chance you're going to fall behind.
Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Lonzo Ball out there with Hart, and it's Stevenson in at the small forward. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Rockets trail by 9. Gordon kicks to Chris. From the arc. The shot, no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. Here's Hart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Hart's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Los Angeles. Gordon, the pass to Chris. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. McGee with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Ball's running.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Rockets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Chris kicks to Paul. There's a screen by Chris. All up top. He's covered by Ball. Just 4 to shoot. From 13, off the left rim and out.
Almost every look he gets inside is a good one, but the D hangs in there and makes it a tough one.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And there were a lot of hidden gems, Chris, in that 2017 draft, and Kyle Kuzma is right at the top of the list.
Well, Kuzma was taken with the 27th overall pick, but he looked like a top 5 pick if you ask me. He probably was dissed for being a 3-year player at Utah, but that time in college allowed him to hone his skill set. I mean, he came into the league with a wide variety of very polished moves.
Oh, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Kuzma. Chris, you had a lengthy NBA career. From what you observed, talk about the differences in how various coaches hold practices and try to teach.
You just want to keep guys motivated. You want guys to listen and then execute. And whatever you can do to get their ear, gain their trust, and then get them to go out there and execute. So if you're on a veteran team, you may have a smaller practice but with more intensity, meaning maybe you only practice an hour of live work going back and forth and scrimmaging, whereas if you're a young team, you might be able to expect 2 hours of scrimmaging every day. Do the players understand the culture? Do they understand the tenets of the offense and the defense? And usually coaches coach by that need and necessity of the team as opposed to just having one structure. So in Washington, we had 3 a-days during training camp, as opposed to in Sacramento later in my career, it would be one practice because we're all old. We need to make sure that we get the most intensity out of this practice and then save our legs for the game.
The pass to Chris. McGee with the block.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Hart, defended by Gordon. Kuzma with the screen for Ball. Pass to Kuzma from past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ball. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Pass to Hart. Kuzma sets a screen. Hart, that's good. Hart's got 7 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Rockets trail by 20. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And it wasn't the quickest start for Lonzo Ball in his rookie year. You know, he had a lot of hype to live up to, but he showed he can be a player to build around. He plays as the high-octane engine for his team.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Josh Hart. And a switch here also for Houston. James Harden, he's checked in for Paul. Down low. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And they're running. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And over the summer, Ball stated that he wanted to add more strength to his game.
Yeah, and Ball said he saw the jump Ingram had between his rookie and sophomore year and was encouraged by that. He wanted to match that type of level of improvement, and I guess that means match that type of level of work off the floor. There's a lot to like about Lonzo's future
Mind the lanes.
in the league.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, LeBron.
Well, the big story in the offseason was LeBron's free agency. You knew that there would be a ton of rumors flying around about where he might end up. Honestly, I'm sure he's glad it's over with and can once again focus on the court.
Rondo kicks the ball. Here's the screen. LeBron James on the wing. McGee is screen on Anthony. And the Lakers tack on 2 more. And for LeBron, it's really about the media circus, Greg, that surrounds him when he's a free agent.
And boy, it's hard because his free agency is the story in the NBA. Honestly, maybe the story in sports. The decision he made with this team completely shaped and shifted the outlook of the entire league. All other free agents and teams were just waiting to see what he'd do before the dominoes start to fall.
Off the screen. He takes it up and lays it in. LeBron's got 17 now.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Anthony. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Offside Rondo. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
So a moment now to see the story on James Harden. Last season, he played outstanding. Tops in scoring, 3rd in assists, And, of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him.
And that lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting it like he has so far.
Houston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. With the teardrop, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And if James Harden has one signature move, it's got to be his step-back jumper. Something he's worked on for years, and like the sky hook or Nowitzki's fadeaway, it's becoming one of those iconic, unstoppable shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
First one falls for him. And Chris, you look at Harden's step back, there's a real different rhythm to it, isn't there?
I mean, he covers a lot of ground with that gather step. I mean, some fans even wonder if it's a travel. But I guess it's legal. Tremendous footwork crafted over countless reps in the gym.
Harden hits them both.
Well, look, I love how Harden does a little bit of everything. Aggressive scorer, solid rebounder, superb passer, and he's also improving on the defensive end.
Here's LeBron, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Houston gets called for the foul. Well, LeBron making one of the biggest splashes over the summer, signing with the Lakers, and Greg, it happened pretty fast.
And the Lakers front office have been recruiting LeBron hard. LeBron talked with Kobe about his time with the organization and what to expect before making his decision. Kobe's words seem to be a big factor for LeBron. Once again, the Mamba doing everything he can to help the Lakers.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And C-Web, so many talk about the 2001 Lakers and how they might be one of the greatest teams to ever play. You saw their talent firsthand. What do you think?
I think they had, Kevin, a Hall of Fame coach, 2 of the greatest players to ever play the game, is Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. And right there, that 15-1 in the playoffs, that's the gold standard. I mean, Kobe and Shaq were very motivated that year, and I think they're in the conversation for best team ever.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going for James.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Here is Harden. He's got 5. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Gordon against Caldwell Pope. Here's Ingram. Sinks that one from the post. Ingram's got 10 points.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You got to love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
Well, it's the shot selection. That's been a positive for them thus far and a negative for their opponent.
Gordon for three. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And a wide open look for Rondo. Off target with his 3. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now here's Ennis. He's covered by Ingram. Screen by Capella. Kicks it out to Gordon. From deep, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Ingram right side. The shot's good. 12 points for him.
With the run he's on in the second quarter, I mean, this field goal percentage is tremendous right now.
Pass to Capella. Now Tucker. Eric Gordon on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Back to Tucker. Beyond the arc. That one no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Caldwell Pope kicks to Rondo. And that one hits back iron. The Rockets shooting 41% for the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Capella sends a screen for Gordon. Back to Harden. The tray. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Caldwell Pope with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Caldwell Pope passes to James. Outside for Rondo. McGee is screen on Harden. To the paint. It's stolen by Capella. Gordon against Caldwell Pope. And the pass to Ennis. Capella sends a screen for Ennis. Ingram with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
For Los Angeles, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
He misses the free throw.
Well, Kevin, the Western Conference Finals, I mean, the Rockets had the Warriors right where they wanted them. But due to the injury of Chris Paul, I mean, they helped open the door for the Dubs, but you got to play who's in front of you, and they won the last 2 games to take the series.
And the Lakers making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. Houston also making some changes. Nene comes in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Gerald Green in for Gordon. And had they advanced to the finals, Chris, the Rockets would have been favored. Is it hard to bounce back when you felt so close to winning a title?
It can haunt you, but it also inspires you because you know there's things you can work on and you can get right back. I mean, winning a title this year should go a long way towards soothing that pain.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
For Houston, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
First one falls for him.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Los Angeles leading by 22. Rondo kicks to LeBron. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
He's got his 4th free throw of the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
One shot.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Harden outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 12 now in this quarter.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Rondo dishes to Stevenson. Over Ennis. Stevenson can't hit. Houston's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Here's Harden. The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
And the massive wingspan of Capella, I mean, excels at using it to gobble up misses at a high rate.
James kicks to Caldwell Pope. There's the screen. And it's Stevenson, top of the key. And there's the call on James Ennis. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Los Angeles, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Two shots.
The first one falls, and the Lakers making a change here. Hart's checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Paul's checked in. So he gets them both. The Rockets really having a tough go here. Harden outside. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Leaping off the ground with such ease. Capella is exceptional with timing. How to finish these alley-oops.
Stevenson kicks to James. McGee a screen. Stevenson passes to McGee, and that one drops. McGee's got his second bucket of the night.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Screen by Capella. Capella with a screen on Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the wing. Here's Nene. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And for that matchup with the Blazers, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
Free throw good, Nene. Nene is out of Brazil, a quality player for whom injuries have always been a constraining factor.
Yeah, and that's one reason you like him in that reserve role, controlling his minutes, keeping him fresh, because he's a difference maker on the floor at both ends.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Anthony's checked in for the Rockets. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Inside, stolen by Harden, and now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Got that one up quick. Green's got 8 points.
Well, it's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
There's the pick. Hart kicks to James. And the foul on Harden. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
The first one falls.
For all those people waiting for LeBron to start showing his age, you might not want to start holding your breath. This man's got a lot of time left in this league.
Lonzo Ball, he's checked in for the Lakers. And both free throws, good for James.
And really, even at this stage of his career, James just seems ageless. He continues to dominate night in and night out.
Nene setting the pick for Anthony. Shoots over Kuzma. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He's still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
Stevenson outside. And the Lakers with another miss. Houston's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for James Harden. Both free throws good from Anthony. Lakers leading by 20. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
His quiet, easygoing nature, that's what Ball brings. That's what makes him so likable. He's someone his team loves to play for, and they generally respect.
So he can't get either to fall. Rockets trail by 20. Now here's Anthony. He's got 10. Passes it to Paul. Shoots over Ball. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 12.
And once Paul finds his rhythm, I mean, watch out. He can score in a multitude of ways.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half, LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 24 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the way you play basketball unselfishly, and it was superb, and they exploited all the weaknesses of the defense.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, they struggled in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Well, and a few times he's done a good job of initiating contact, yet getting the foul call on the defender.
Taking a look at the Rockets, Paul and Harden are the incredible backcourt duo. PJ Tucker is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Ennis in at the small forward position. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Lakers leading by 18. It's Ingram on the wing. And there's the call on James Ennis. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, Houston. Here's Ingram, and he lays it straight in. Ingram's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Lakers.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
Lob pass to Capella. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Outside Rondo. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Second is Clint Capella.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Lakers leading by 18. Caldwell Pope outside. Shot clock at 6. He kicks it to James. Shoots over Tucker. Again, Los Angeles.
Whether he's driving, posting up, firing from deep, you know LeBron has it all. He's been a fantastic evening for him.
Here's the screen. Now here's Ennis. D right on him. Screen by Capella. Ball against Rondo. Fires from deep. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to James. McGee a screen, and Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Ingram. Goes up off the inbound, and the layup is up and in. Ingram's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Continuing to pour it on. Ingram's found a groove.
Rondo against Paul. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. He's looking for Caldwell Pope and finds him.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Look, Caldwell Pope, Kevin, he's one of the better 3-and-D wings in this league. He's very active with his hands. And on defense, you know he's always going to get a handful of steals, but he's not the most efficient scorer. But he's solid from deep.
And a look at the locations on the floor where he's been shooting the ball.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. That just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. To the middle. Here's Ennis. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And with Caldwell Pope, as good as he is, he can be inconsistent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like any player, he's going to have his good nights and bad nights. It's just with KCP, the bad nights sometimes really stick out. It all averages out in the end with him, but sometimes you'll think he's a star, and other nights you'll wonder, what is he doing out there?
Lakers leading by 22. Ingram outside. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Capella with a screen on Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. Ennis passes to Capella. A shot by Harden, wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got 15.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole.
Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. Here's the screen. Pass to James. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. LeBron's got 28.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Tucker, covered by LeBron. Lob pass to Capella. That one's not going to go.
The highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop steal, though. Still should have went for something better than that, though.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Harden. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
And really, Harden is even dangerous when he's looking to score. Even when the defense gets physical with him, he takes the contact, he powers through it.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Free throw good, James Harden. Chris, we hear the word switchability, popular term used these days. Talk about the importance of having guys who can defend multiple positions.
It's so important because it allows for the flexibility with your matchups. You can avoid being forced into mismatches. So you definitely need players like that. However, Kev, I think that the NBA has gone switchability crazy. You shouldn't switch everything. Switching on defense should only be if the coach wants to take a player out the game or if it's just needed at the last second. Usually communication is the key because there are no new plays under the sun. You see the play coming and developing it, and if you can communicate, that's usually when you don't need to switch. I think coaches have lost trust in players' willingness to communicate, and switching has become kind of a lesser of two evils, I guess you could say. And I hope we get away from as much switching as we do because it puts guys in totally wrong positions, and if you have a smart offensive player, he'll pass his way out of that right to the guy with the mismatch.
Your take is real interesting.
And this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
Out to the wing, and Tucker kicks to Capella. Outside Gordon. Over Caldwell Pope, and Houston again with the bucket.
And that's just tremendous dribbling from Harden. I mean, he has the ball on the string, the handles, weaving around any defender in his way.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's the pass to Tucker. Capella with a screen on LeBron. Shot off the screen, and Houston again with the bucket.
A great set play, laying down the screen and setting up the easy chance.
Paul against Rondo. Now here's Ingram. Not a lot of room. And they double up James. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his third foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in. Here's Ball. He's got 10. Kuzma passes the ball. Kuzma with the screen for Caldwell Pope. 6 on the shot clock. And LeBron throws it down.
Guys, when LeBron is scoring like this, as a defender, it's hard not to throw up your arms and say, I give up. Just so hard to slow him down.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Paul against Ball. And it's Paul missing.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Kuzma passes the ball. Good. Ball's got 12.
He has the size to be a factor inside. Ball doesn't shy away from testing his luck from there.
And Tucker kicks to Paul. Eric Gordon on the wing. He's got 5. Great D that time from LeBron.
The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
Ingram dishes the ball. Passes to Kuzma. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 7.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And stolen by LeBron. Here's Caldwell Pope. Can't hit that one. And the Rockets take it the other way. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball is about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
Well, the rebounding numbers weren't even close. I mean, if that was a boxing match on the glass, they would have stopped that fight a long time ago.
And even at this stage of his career, LeBron's still one of the league's most explosive finishers.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Lakers with some changes. Lance Stevenson comes in for Brandon Ingram. And Hart subbed in for Caldwell-Pope. Nene, he's checked in for Houston. Chris comes in for James Harden. Paul kicks to Anthony. Here's Nene. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game, phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for James. Green, he's checked in for the Rockets.
One shot.
Los Angeles leading by 22.
But Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
The shot by Anthony, no good. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Stevenson, how he performed last season. Averaged about 9 points a game last year, 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
He hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
To the middle. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Houston's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Green, the screen. That's a 2 from Paul. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
And the experience right there. Paul, he's a master at using the screen to his advantage.
Back to Ball. Kuzma with a screen on Paul. Clock at 6. Ball, the pass to Hart. And the 3 ball is good. Hart's got 10 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Paul kicks to Anthony. Nene, the screen. And now here's Chris, guarded by Kuzma. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Lakers second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And so it's Houston with it. Shot clock at 3. Here's Paul.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
James, a screen on Anthony. From deep, Stevenson. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. The drive by Green. That one misses. James with some nice D. Here's Stevenson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Stevenson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
An all-around player. Kuzma is very solid at finding his guys in their spots.
Outside Anthony. The rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Kuzma, good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 5 assists in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Stevenson against Anthony. Can they get it? And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Anthony. He's off on the second. Los Angeles has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. LeBron passes to Hart. Stevenson outside. It's stolen by Green. And Paul puts up a deep 3. No good on that last second attempt there. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Lakers on top, running away with it. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And now we take a look back to Mike D'Antoni talking to his team from the huddle.
Our whole problem is energy. Our whole problem is how fast we can run back, how fast we can turn around, how much we talk, how much we make multiple efforts. Nothing about what you guys' ability. It's about heart and soul and brain.
Well, you're not being aggressive, Greg. You risk getting burned.
And right now, that's what's happening. And Coach D'Antoni isn't pleased in the least bit.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Wagner out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Lance Stevenson. Then it's Ball. And it's Hart in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Zubac kicks to Stevenson. Offline from the high post.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Carter Williams against ball. Pass to Chris, to the paint. It's tipped. And the rejection by Zubac. They retain possession. Here's Hart, guarded by Green. Hart the pass to Ball. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ball's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Lakers. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Chris kicks to Ennis. Pass to Nene. Stolen by Zubac. Stevenson outside. The pass to Hart. Lakers passing it around. Here's Wagner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now here's Ennis, guarded closely. Nene with the screen on Stevenson. Ennis kicks to Green. 4 on the shot clock. No good that time.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. You know, the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Webb, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I'd like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over, along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football, and so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're acting a fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop? Or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side. Right. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
There's a screen by Chris. Nene with the screen on Stevenson. Will it go? And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. We know that stars, especially superstars, get some level of benefit from the refs. What do you think of that? Is that good for the game?
I think the refs should always be fair. I think, yes, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt if you're James Harden and you can cross everyone over and you get 10 free throws a game. He earns those most nights. But, yeah, there's going to be some nights in which he gets a call or 2 here because as an offensive player, you want to be so aggressive that you put the referees in a tough position to make a tough call and to see what that was. Fans want to see the best players play, not sit. So you have to be judicious with how far you go, but you sometimes slip in the tendencies. I used to get so mad when all I would do is go challenge a shot. The human kickstand would kick his leg out. The ref would say I fouled him. I didn't foul him. And the best actor in the world would get to go to the line, get a 4-pointer. And okay, Caleb, what was the question again? Stars. Oh, superstars getting.
I don't know. Let's stop. Let's stop. Here's Green. That one goes. Count it.
Hey, look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
Zubac kicks to Rondo. Pass to Wagner. Stevenson outside. Over Green. And that one's good by Stevenson. Stevenson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Nene with the screen on Stevenson. Here's Ennis. Rebound the Lakers.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possessed.
Rondo passes to Stevenson. Here's Wagner. Three-pointer. And another three for the Lakers.
I don't think they were expecting that shot. They didn't really make an effort to get out on him.
Houston's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Here's Ennis. And the rejection by Zubac. Stevenson outside. And there's the call on Nene. That'll be his second foul of the game. Last year, the NBA moved the trade deadline to before the All-Star break, C-Web. Did you like that decision?
It caused teams to make trade decisions much sooner, and I like that. But I don't like the fact that maybe if, let's say, I'm a fan of Utah Jazz and you trade the player that we love so much and he's an all-star and I can't root for him as a Utah Jazz fan. So as a fan, it gets a little bit tricky because that's still my player and I want to celebrate with this guy at the All-Star break, but maybe I can't. But I think that what it does is it makes the teams much more competitive because no longer can you sit back and wait and have the time you could before to think as much as you could. Now you have to make a decision on who your team is, the identity, and do you want to get better now or take the risk now? And I think it's put some teams on the hot seat, and I like seeing teams on the hot seat having to make decisions quickly.
Ennis, good.
Oh, the floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-6 run. Mikhailuk, guarded by Green. Stevenson left side. Here's Wagner. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
There's a screen by Chris. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. With the shot. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Rondo kicks to Stevenson. Pass to Wagner. No good on that one. And it's Houston the other way. Fires the 3. Ennis misses.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
A lot. I mean, they came in focused on winning the rebound battle, and they've done it.
Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Thought he was going to be able to take advantage of the D there. He had the space.
Down low. Rondo's shot is good.
Yeah, and Rondo, he's fantastic at staying strong through the contact.
Nene, the screen. Green dishes to Ennis. Nene setting the pick for Ennis. Green breaking loose. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Ennis has got 6 in the quarter.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Kicks to Stevenson. There's the pick. Over Chris. Again, the Lakers.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
There's a screen by Chris. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Green. It's tipped. They retain possession. And there's Chris. That's good on the assist by Nene. And here's Stevenson. When it comes to playing the role of villain in the eyes of many NBA fans, you know, you've got LeBron going to Miami, Durant leaving OKC, going to Golden State. C-Web is having someone to root against good for the league. It seems to build some passion in sports for sure.
I mean, there can never be a hero without a villain. Sure. Even if that villain is temporary for one season. So one of the great things about the NBA is that our off season normally is just as exciting as the main season because of the trades and who's going where and the changing of allegiances, of alliances. I mean, so I definitely love all the movement. And you know, the great thing is you're never going to agree with what any player does 100% the whole time. So I love seeing the changes in the league and having someone to root against. I think it's good for the fan soul to have somebody that you can honestly root against.
That's fun. Outside Rondo. Pass to Wagner. He feeds it to Stevenson. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
Hart, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Lonzo Ball comes in for Rajon Rondo. 6 to shoot. Stevenson drives in. See, Webb, there was a time when athletes spoke up about societal issues and they were simply told to, just stick to sports. That is no longer the case.
Basketball was built on players speaking their mind. You know, the one thing about the game of basketball, whether you're from Serbia like my friend Vlade or you're from Detroit like me, it's an urban game. And you cannot leave the problems of urban society just because you were blessed with the talent to play basketball. And so many of us speak up on societal issues just because we made it doesn't mean that our friends and family are out of those situations. We're not in a bubble in which we don't see how those issues affect us, our family, or our friends. And so just because we are blessed with basketball abilities, sporting abilities, does not mean that we're exempt from the problems in society. And if we have a platform and can speak out, why not? And I'm very proud of what guys in the league has done, whether it's LeBron James and his scholarship program, or whether it's Chris Paul and others, or Steve Kerr speaking up for societal issues. For me, it's refreshing, but it also is in the lineage of the greats that started this game in basketball, speaking up for the voiceless.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Beasley the screen. There's the pick. Now the pass to Ball. Beasley left side. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And Ball sets up his teammates. When they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Green passes to Nene. Over Wagner. Another miss by Houston. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Stevenson kicks to Ball. Passes it to Hart. Over to the wing. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. No good from Beasley. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Even when the entire defense was focused on stopping him, they couldn't slow him down. I mean, a terrific offensive player.
Two shots.
Free throw good, Nene. And both free throws good for Nene. Ball with it. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Hart. Back to Ball. Beasley sets a screen for Ball. Just 5 on the clock. Beasley, the pass to Wagner. Here's Ball. No good on the triple. And so here is Houston. Pass to Ennis. Nene with the screen on Stevenson. Ennis kicks to Carter Williams. Houston needs to get a shot off, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Here's Green, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it, opens up a clear path to the bucket.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing it.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.